What's up guys, I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never and welcome back to a very important market update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and hop straight into it. As you guys can see right now, Ethereum in the last day is down 6.9%, Bitcoin's down 3.3%. Over the last week, Ethereum's down almost 8%. Now, if you guys don't know why the market's dropping, most people would assume it's due to Elon Musk and Donald Trump. So I'm not going to sit here and just read through the drama, but you can see that Elon Musk and Donald Trump are going at it. And I'll be honest, some of the stuff that's being said, it does look like it's a relationship that might be tough to repair. But regardless, we know what crypto is, we know what the future of crypto is going to be. Ultimately, there's always going to be drama in the market. If you look at the Bitcoin chart right now, you can see that the weekly time frame is having a decent pullback. Again, it's down 3% in the last day. But what's very interesting is we actually still look very good. Honestly, it would make perfect sense anyways from a technical analysis standpoint if we came back down and retested the 21-day moving average. Now, is it guaranteed that we retest this level? No, it's not. We also could just trade around that 100K range, because that also could be a support and resistance flip as we're retesting these previous highs. But even with what's going on with Donald Trump and Elon, I want to point out the M2 global liquidity, because ultimately stuff like this matters significantly more than Trump and Elon. So when you look at M2 global liquidity, I've been talking about this many times, but we've been breaking out since January. M2 global liquidity usually front runs breakouts. You can see that it happened back in 2022, Bitcoin exploded afterwards. It started breaking out right here, we exploded afterwards. Same thing right here, and you can see that it's happening again. And when you pair the M2 global liquidity with the monthly time frame, you'll realize that Bitcoin actually looks pretty good right now. We actually had two very strong candle closes in a row, and this was the highest monthly candle close that we have ever had for Bitcoin. And if you look at the stochastics still have juice to keep going. Now, obviously, we do have a little bit of a red candle right now, however, June just started. So in my opinion, it really wouldn't be shocking at all if this candle does end up closing green. Now, obviously, macro news, though, is always going to outweigh technical analysis. You have to remember that. But from a technical analysis standpoint, even with the drama, Bitcoin and Ethereum still look very normal. When you do look at Ethereum on the daily time frame, though, I will say we did lose the bull flag. Now, I am actually recording this video about 2 hours before this candle closes on June 5th. So there is a chance that we do still close in this pattern. However, as of right now, again, we have lost the flag. So the levels that I'm watching for Ethereum right now are these previous wicks. Mainly the bottom one right here that's sitting around $2,323. And if we do end up losing this level, then the next level I'd be looking for is the 50-day moving average, the red line right here. Either way, it's not like Ethereum's just going to die from here. Just think back 2 months ago to when everyone was absolutely freaking out about Ethereum because it was down at $1,383. People are panicking right now and Ethereum's at $2,430. The reality is that markets are going to move however they're going to move. In my personal opinion, this is not the time to panic. I cannot stress this enough. There is always going to be drama in the market. Now, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are dropping, there are a lot of amazing discounts in the market right now. One of my favorite plays recently, Kokoro, is at a $16.8 million market cap. And you can see that Kokoro from a technical analysis standpoint is coming down here and it's retesting previous highs. I think a chart like Kokoro looks fantastic. A lot of you guys know I also am very bullish on Miggles. You can see that Miggles is back down to a $25.8 million market cap. And you can just see a lot of our community favorite plays are retesting key levels. This is actually very good because, again, a lot of people had completely given up on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Mainly Ethereum. A lot of people thought Ethereum was dead. So when Ethereum did actually have this explosion, a lot of people missed it. So now you guys are actually having the opportunity to load up on a lot of the plays that you might have missed out on. Take advantage of these opportunities. Chaos in the market creates amazing discounts. But that's about it for the update today. Just do not panic sell. Obviously, that's not financial advice. Always do what's best for you. But understand that crypto is going to do what crypto is going to do. We all know that crypto is here to stay. Making emotional decisions is rarely going to be the right move. But if you guys are interested in getting into projects super early, like Kokoro, like Miggles, and a lot of other projects, then I recommend taking a look at my Discord. We've been making huge gains in here this entire bull run. During the initial run-up, we nailed 6 different 200x projects as a community. And then even just over the last month, we've nailed another 2 different 100x projects. One of them was actually a 691x. And actually, there's another project that I haven't added to the list yet called Crypto Barn. That actually just did a 160x for us. It was called in my Discord at a 10K market cap and it ran over 1.6 million. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to see you guys in here. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments what your guys' thoughts on the market are. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.